Rhythm can be a difficult concept for anybody to grasp. I was once this way, and today I'm going to help you out by giving you a few secrets that accelerated my growth and understanding of rhythm relatively quickly. First secret is a practice you should implement that is going to revolve around quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, and triplets, because these are the most common subdivisions, and whole notes and half notes are fucking easy. So what you want to do is set a metronome to whatever pace you would like to practice at. You're going to have to change it up anyway. But you play the single, the double, the triplet, and then the 16th note, all for the duration of what would be a quarter note. When you do this at a range of different tempos, it's going to help build a natural feel for rhythm, and it's also just going to help you switch in between tempos mid-bar. Second rhythm secret is another practice that's going to connect your voice and your brain to your hands on your guitar, which is the most important part for a guitarist to learn, in my opinion. To build this intuitive rhythm, we're going to start with a metronome and just with our voice count it down with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Once we can keep a couple steady bars with our voice, we're then going to cut the metronome and then use our guitar to make mini phrases in the eighth note subdivision with our voice going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's going to be like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And eventually, once you get used to the dotted notes, the eighth notes, the quarter notes, you then go into the 16th note subdivision, which is not too complicated, same thing, but faster. And I found that you want to count it off like 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. Kind of complicated. There's many different ways you can count it out, but I'd recommend going that route. The third trick is going to be very controversial to some guitar people, which is actually going to be to learn how to sight read sheet music. Now, you don't need to become a fucking master. I am by no means the best sheet music reader, but when you learn to read sheet music, it's the way you interpret rhythm is far different than when you're using guitar tabs, especially when they just tell you the numbers. When you just read rhythm that way and you have to slow yourself down to learn, it just starts to click like it did for me. Fourth secret is an alternative way to look at rhythm, because if you struggle with rhythm, you probably don't have a natural understanding for it, which is really okay, because something you know very well is your voice and syllables. And once you can make the connection between syllables being rhythm, rhythm becomes a whole lot easier and all of a sudden natural to you. So by using something like one of these food charts that little kids use, we can easily connect our syllables to our sense of rhythm. And since we all love to use our talking voice and are very used to it, and you're going to build an intuitive connection between your voice, your brain, your guitar, something every guitarist needs. The fifth secret is going to be one that you may have seen before, which is take any song that's at like a medium 80 to 110 tempo that you love, and then I want you to play it at the extremes. So let's say you're learning a song and it's 93 beats per minute. Slow it way down to 50 and boost it way up to 140. When you do this at the extremes, you're going to be able to be really patient, which is a big issue with rhythm, and you're also going to learn how to get faster, because being able to track faster rhythm is not a simple and easy task. And from that secret, we're going to build on to the next one, which is going to be you just need to slow the fuck down. Because what I found is once you're kind of out of that, beginner year phase, you get to the point where playing fast isn't that hard to play with in rhythm. But then once you go on a slow metronome, like 40 beats per minute, your brain goes fucking apeshit and just needs to play a note to feel satisfied. I used to be like that. It's okay. So using a metronome that's really slow and learning patience with your rhythm is what's really going to solve a lot of your issues. Also, when you learn at a slower rhythm, you just have better building blocks towards faster rhythms, and you just don't have to worry about, am I tracking, am I not? Because you're going to have that confidence in the way you built up your understanding and your brain. And those are my 6 rhythm secrets that anyone can implement to become better at tracking rhythm, perceiving rhythm through their brain to their guitar, and all around learning how to make better grooves, songs, and all that. If you have any video recommendations, questions, feedback on the video, please leave those below in the comments. By leaving those comments, you can help me make this channel better for you and other people.